Sumner, one of the beach suburbs in Christchurch. And their game today at St Leonard's Square against Lyttelton, two of the maritime clubs. And we sent Jock there.
We're in the Sumner Rugby Club rooms here now, and I'm with the 23 Test veteran Scott Robertson, who's the coach of the Sumner second division side. Scott, welcome to Te Waiata GrassRoots Rugby.
Yeah, thank you, Jock. Thanks for making the effort to come to our small club.
It's a pleasure. Now tell me, a fellow of your experience, you've played at All Black level for a long time, you've played all over the world in all sorts of environments. Must be a huge coup for for the Sumner club to actually have the services of a guy like you here.
Well, thanks for that. Yeah, I suppose it is. I think I was fortunate to have a good long career in professional rugby, and I think part of being at the top is it is a responsibility, and that responsibility is to come back and give something back to the people that are where it all started. You know, like I had a great foundation coming from the Mount Maunganui Rugby Club, and when I came down to Christchurch, Sumner sort of drew me out here, being a surfing boy I am, and now I get a chance to give something back, and it's very rewarding. I think it's like anything, if you give, you receive, and your community is a great place to start.
Any excuse for a celebration. Well, the Sumner boys showing their support for the Breast Cancer Foundation with the pink socks today. They're up against Lyttelton. This is the maritime version of the local derby from Christchurch. Rob Wilkinson is your commentator.
Black and blue with white stripes and the pink socks this week. There's a bit of a fundraiser for breast cancer. That's fantastic that a club is doing something that you normally see the big boys do, the big clubs, and for a small club like Sumner to do that, fantastic idea. Everyone's kitted out with the pink socks, and on the sideline all the reserves have got t-shirts on to just really amp up the day a little bit here. And deciding to have a shot at goal is Collins. It'll be his second attempt for the day. Well, his first kick was a little bit offline, but his second kick is right on line. He's got the angle of the breeze right now, so Collins opens the scoring, and after 10 minutes, Sumner have the lead by 3-0.
Thanks, Mark.
And this time, Lyttelton, after those problems, decide to change things a little bit in a very short line out, just the three in it. Towards the centre it goes, and again against the throw, so having some problems at line out time as Gilmore charges into contact. Trying to recycle it, and they swing it back here to the right. And nothing too much on, so he decides to lob it high and put pressure on Pitts. Lots of pressure on the tackler, but it's actually been lost forward there by Sumner. The second person who made contact was a Sumner player, and it went forward. So Lyttelton can breathe again, and it remains 9-0 as we get inside the last 8 minutes of the first half here. So problems at line out time, it seems, for Lyttelton. They tried a full line out. It was contested and won by Sumner, and then they tried a shorten line out, and that was again won by Sumner. It's popped out the side and an easy try. Well, the scrum just under a little bit of pressure and someone not concentrating on that near side, and the ball just popped out the side, and the man there at the right time in the right place was Hamish O'Doyle, and he just snapped it up, and easy as you can, just dotted it down 10 metres in from touch. So there's the first try of the match. They've got an attacking line out here to work from. They've shown that they can get ball from all the different parts of their line out. This time they go to number 4 and they gain good ball and they lock in around the ball and drive around the fringes. Plenty of pressure on Lyttelton here as they try and hold out for the last 5 minutes. Looking for a runner. Back on the inside comes Turner, charging back in against the grain. Lyttelton defending for all they're worth at the moment, but Sumner just trying to maintain the pressure. They're very close to the line here. Good low body position in there. Slow ball though, plenty of time for Lyttelton to get their defensive line organised. A little bit of a burst again. I think that's still Turner in there. He remained in there after the run back on the inside, very close to the line. Referee just having some difficulty identifying where the ball is here. Still around the fringes, it's laid back nicely. Keeping it tight, Sumner. Very close to that white line. Very slow. They're not too wide at all. Even the back line is all within this half of the field. Oh, and it's a try. Well, they were persistent, they were patient, and eventually it is Paul Harris who comes up with a try. You can see here they were just hitting away, and eventually it was Harris who just grabbed the ball and sprung out to the side of that breakdown and planted it down just at the feet of the referee. So there's the second try of the day for Sumner, and they've really established a sizable lead. Conversion attempt from Collins. Well, we thought he had that dialed in, but just hooked it away to the left. And the referee says that's enough for the first half. So the home team have done a pretty good job so far. They lead by 21 points to 0, and that's the end of the first half. This time, that's good line-out ball. That's the best line-out ball they've had so far today. Through Matt Neville, and a bit of a drive on. Taking it down, Sumner, but it's still good ball here for Lyttelton. Pretty congested in midfield, and on that occasion, well, if he was consistent, I don't think there were too many hands there from Turner as he went into that tackle. Lyttelton still in there scrapping for it, but they're pretty high, and Sumner doing their best to slow this ball down. Sumner appealing that they've got a turnover here. And eventually there's some really good work in there from Garrett's, trying to get the ball down, and eventually he's earned his team a penalty. So there's an opportunity for points here. I know they trail by 21 to 0, but just in terms of lifting them up a little bit, they may well take 3 here. Well, Pitts was unsuccessful with his first kick of the day. This one is from 30 metres out, straight out in front. You see how skiddy it is, but he's still got enough on it to put it between the sticks. So there we go, Lyttelton are on the board, and that in fact is it. Well, Lyttelton have put up a good effort in the second half after trailing by 21 points to 0, but in the end Sumner just a bit too tough, a bit too structured, and a little bit too good up front, and they have retained the Challenge Shield for Division 2 rugby and maintained their unbeaten record here at St Leonard Square. The winners by 21 points to 3, Sumner over Lyttelton.
And I've got the Sumner captain Ryan Turner with me now. Ryan, a tough old game?
Yeah, she was a bit of scrap. We always knew the Lyttelton boys are going to come out strong. Both teams are undefeated so far this season, and yeah, we certainly had a scrap out there. A few of the boys are feeling it now.
Yeah. Great day for rugby though, Ryan. You know, no sun, no wind, good ground, soft. You know, it's good stuff, isn't it? Perfect
summer weather, mate. She's usually pretty hot when we play down here, so it's nice to not have the sun in your eyes. It's good.
Yeah. Tell me, what's with the pink jersey?
The pink T-shirt, the boys, a few of the management boys decided that, seeing her on TV, we thought it'd be a good idea to, raise awareness for breast cancer and maybe, raise a bit of money and just sort of Mother's Day tomorrow as well. So help, everyone's got a mother, so it's good to help out the old charities now and again.
Yeah, it's a good gesture, isn't it?
It's a very good gesture, yeah. Pink socks is a few of the boys are a little bit sketchy, but nah, it worked out well.
Sumner wave, maybe they ought to go for the pink socks all the time, doing them well. And they're doing well too. They're up there with Lincoln. High school old boys lurking just behind. Looks like a close go in the second division in Canterbury. All right, coming up